So I may not be, country, but I think I write songs in a similar way. Just come back every year if you guys keep having me. So hit the beach at some point before my set in like the Sunshine Coast and see what happens. Take my college classes on the beach.
Perfect.
Big emotional bangers.
300,000 followers in like one night. Is that?
I didn't know that I had this many fans in Belgium. LA's gonna hate me for that, but yeah.
No.
Yeah, I've had a couple stalkers basically like camped out outside of our bus for like 2 days because like they thought that I was gonna go like sleep with them in a tent.
What was the person expecting to do in the
I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Welcome back to Ladies Love Country.
We're your hosts, two wannabe Aussie cowgirls with big playlists and even bigger energy.
This is your backstage pass to country music, Aussie festivals, and all the chaos that comes with it. Boots on, mic's hot, let's get into it.
What's up, you guys?
Hi Matt, welcome to Ladies Love Country. How are you today?
I'm good. How about you guys?
Yeah, we're really good. I'm Grace and
I'm Holly.
nice to meet you.
Great to meet you guys.
And are you in New Zealand at the moment?
Yeah, in Auckland. Play the first show of the tour tonight, so it'll be fun.
Wow, yeah. Super exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got an Aussie tour coming up.
Yep. Like this one's coming up, and then we've got I'm opening for Dean Lewis in January. So that'll be really fun, and then I think I'm going back to Europe soon. So, yeah.
And you're playing at Strummingbird.
Yes, I cannot wait.
First Strummingbird in Australia, like first ever of that festival.
First ever.
How did that kind of come about? Because it is kind of a country festival. How did that kind of come about for you to play on it? What made you kind of want to come to Australia and play that festival?
Well, I'd seen kind of the lineup of people, and I think that, my songs have country influence for sure. And the songwriting, I think, is always very similar with country songs and, pop rock songs. And there's always a story. And so I may not be, country, but I think I write songs in a similar way. So
it's definitely the storytelling. I think
yes,
that's definitely
totally
how you cross over with country for sure.
100%.
So Matt, we do a segment on Ladies Love Country, and that is Cowboy Crush of the Week.
Cowboy Crush of the Week.
So,
All right.
You can choose a cowgirl if you like, but we just use it as an opportunity to maybe shout out an artist that you're loving at the moment, or someone you've been listening to, or you think is killing it at the moment. And we can go first if you need a minute.
No, I actually think I got it.
Go for it.
I think I would have to say Ella Langley. I think she's really dope. She's
so
really dope. She is really good. Her songwriting is amazing too. So, that'd probably be my cowboy crush.
Cowgirl crush, I like it.
Cowgirl crush.
Yeah. I don't know if she'd be too stoked to know she's a cowboy.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe she
think
would
that'd
be.
Very nice. There you go.
Well, I was going to steal that one that was going to be mine too, because I've just been like having a bit of an Ella deep dive recently, and I'm just been loving her songwriting as well. So I was going to say her too.
Let's go.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
She's amazing. Ella, let's go.
Yes, Team Ella.
I was going to say the whole Trio Revival band.
Yes.
I am so excited to see them. We're going to their concert tonight, which will be amazing. And then obviously they're playing Strummingbird as well. So their concerts just look electric. So I'm very excited for that one.
Yep. Very, very cool. And so Matt, you're in New Zealand. You've done an Aussie tour already, so you've obviously got quite a strong fan base over in Australia. So how has it been kind of touring down here in comparison to, I don't know, the States, the rest of the world?
Oh man, I mean, I genuinely love coming down here. I think I've come every year for the last 3 years. First time I was opening, and then I did my first headline last year, and every single time, like, people just show out, like, it sells out. Like, I'm like, I'll just come back every year if you guys keep having me. So, because I just love the fans here. I feel like there's a big love for like singer-songwriter and folk music and storytelling kind of music here. And I think that, there are certain cities in the US that have that, but I think everywhere in Australia has that. So it's pretty amazing.
It's not just I guess the fans. I hear you're a big surfer.
Yes. Yes. Now Big Surfer is a strong sentence, but I used to be before I started touring all the time, and then I haven't been surfing as much as I used to. But when I was here last year, we went up to Noosa and we surfed for like 3 days, and it was pretty spectacular. So I'm definitely gonna try and hit the beach at some point before my set in like the Sunshine Coast and see what happens.
Even Newcastle is pretty good for surfing as well.
Yeah,
there we go. Perfect.
You're hitting all the surfing spots on the.
Yeah, no, it's actually pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Was this
That's the real reason you picked Strummingbird.
That's the real reason. Yeah. Exactly.
So did you grow up surfing?
No, I mean, kind of ish. I took like a couple of like, lessons when I was younger, but like two in those years. But I went to UCLA. I went to college in LA, and I was in college during COVID, and so the only thing we really had to do was go to the beach. And so I went to the beach like every day for like almost a year and a half, and was surfing for, 5 to 6 hours a day. I would take my college classes on the beach. We got like little portable Wi-Fi networks, and we were taking our classes on the beach. It was pretty spectacular. So that's where I got my love for it. That was like 2020, 2021. So
amazing.
Yeah.
I also love taking beach meetings.
Oh, it's the best. It's the best. Yeah.
Maybe you need to move to Australia because that's like
that's what I keep coming back really often, and I don't ever want to leave. So maybe I do.
Put it on the map. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
So for Strummingbird, if someone's coming to Strummingbird, they haven't seen of you before, or they maybe haven't heard of you, what can they expect from your set? Like, why should they come and see your
big guitar ballads, big guitar, fun songs? I think that if you like pop, and if you like folk, and if you like rock, this is the show for you. And I know that a lot of country people absolutely love all of those things. And I'm also going to be bringing like kind of a different set than everybody else, because I am like a pop rock singer. And I'm from California. I'm not from a really country state. And so if you want a little bit of a breakup from the other sets, that's what my set's going to bring. So that'll be really fun. Perfect. Big emotional bangers. Yes.
Oh, I like that. Big emotional bangers. So you're trying to lean more into the country space?
I think that I'm like trying to lean more into like the folk space, and I think that with folk comes the country thing. Yeah. I think that line is being blended every day too. Like you have people like Zach Bryan, who is like quintessentially a folk artist, but he has a country voice. But the way he writes his songs is very folk, and so I think like when I hear someone like that, I'm like, I write similar ways, and I just don't have the twang. That's the only thing that's missing. So, and I think that at the end of the day, everybody's just looking for a really good song. So I love, exploring any kind of, genre festival or crowd, and just seeing if they enjoy my music too. So, yeah.
It really complements. So basically our podcast, just to give you a bit of background, we are both very much city girls. We were raised in Sydney, and we kind of fell in love with country music and the country music community. And so our purpose is kind of bring like the mainstream and the pop and be like, everyone can like country. You don't have to grow up in the country. So I think that's a great.
But you're so right. Like when you talk about like the actual songwriting process of like a country song, like it is very similar to what you're doing with the storytelling and like the actual songwriting.
Totally.
So, yeah, it's a really good way. Yeah, it's super interesting. Like I'd love to talk more about like your like how like people in like LA, for example, like respond to your kind of music, and like how you're seeing like that line blend between country and like that folk space.
Yeah, I mean, I think what's really cool is like whatever city I'm in, I think or whatever country, I think people pull whatever they like from the music, and there's a different reason why they're there. And so in a lot of the US, I think, and I think a lot of, the world where I play shows, I think the songwriting is the main pull. And that's similar to any kind of folk or singer-songwriter genre, where the whole point of them being there is a song really resonated with them and they want to hear it live. They want to feel how it feels like to hear this song in the flesh. And then, I also have a big voice. So you have people that are fans of like Louis Capaldi and people that are fans of James Arthur and people like that coming, and they also, get what they want to hear. And so, but I think you're right. I think it depends on where you are in the world, and people have different reasons for liking your stuff. And I think that's really cool. I think that every show, there are people that are there for a different reason. So, yeah.
I love that. That's great. Your kind of like rise to fame was quite unique. I read somewhere that you were just like posting covers and stuff on TikTok and blew up overnight.
Yep.
I heard
Literally.
you 300,000 followers in like one night. Is that right?
Yep, that is right. That is correct.
That's crazy.
It was like literally one of those like movie scenes, like your whole life changes in one night and you didn't even know it. That was literally what happened. I posted a cover of Godspeed by Frank Ocean on TikTok, and it got like, I don't know, like 1,000 likes in a couple of hours, and I was super excited about that because I was like, I had never had that many people see my stuff before. And I woke up, it had 1 million likes. I had 300,000 new followers. I had like 400 new emails.
Wow.
And I was like, and it was like labels and managers and lawyers and everyone hitting me up. And it was insane. I ever since then, it just kept going. So I feel very fortunate for that moment to have happened, but it definitely took like 4 years of like consistent posting and trying to, make something happen. And then one day the stars aligned and, something happened. But
what do you think it was?
It was crazy.
Like what's so special about like that one video in comparison to everything else?
I think there was, I did something different with that one video, and I didn't try to add any frills to it. It was just like I set my phone up and I started singing, and it was one of the first times where I like felt very like free, just singing however I wanted to. Like I wasn't trying to hit the notes all perfectly. I wasn't trying to prove anything to anyone. And to be honest, it sounds a little weird, but I almost like, I didn't care if it went viral or not at all. Like I just made it and I was like, whatever, if it does what it does, whatever. I don't care. I like really like this video. I'm just going to put it up and see what happens. And it was like one of the first videos that I did like that. And so if that wasn't like the best lesson I could have learned in this industry, I don't know what is. So just make your stuff and don't worry about the other pieces. They'll fall into place.
And authenticity. I think that's what we so much is that people want the real you. They don't want this like sugar-coated version of you. And I think when they can see and relate to you and see that you're a real person, it's so much more successful, I think.
Totally. 100%. Yep.
Wow. It's actually such a crazy story.
It's really wild. Yeah.
It's crazy. Oh my gosh. And so you signed with the label now?
I am not. I am still indie, and that is a really great choice that I have made. I have full control over my own music and my schedule and, the things that I want to put out there. And I think as I started growing this project, I have a really big team now. So I basically have my own label at my disposal. But at the end of the day, I get to pick. I think like a lot of artists get trapped in this cycle of like, fighting against someone for the creative vision, and that's not what people want. Like people want whatever the artist's vision is. That's what they want. That they want to hear what they have to say, and they don't really want any suits, taking over and like scrapping the, maybe like half of the album isn't super poppy and it doesn't have too many hits on it, but that doesn't matter because that's what the artist, wants to show you. And I think that's important. Like if you think of some of the best albums ever, most of them were, very, very intentionally the artist. Um, and yeah, so that's been really great lately. I think it's been beautiful being able to do this as an indie artist and then also like play shows around the world and do all the things that um, people on labels normally can do. And I think it just speaks to the power of TikTok too, because I don't think this was possible like 5 years ago. I don't think you could do that. So yeah, it's very special. I feel very grateful to be in that position. So
well, you've done an amazing job, and like
Thanks.
you've got a very established fan base across the world, so you're obviously doing something right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you've played some pretty big festivals like Lollapalooza.
Yeah, that
How
was
was that?
spectacular. Oh, I mean, it was amazing. I was also playing like super early, but I was playing on the same stage as Hosier, and he's like one of my all time greats. I absolutely love everything he puts out. Um, but it was like a 1:30 p.m. set, like really early in the day, and there were like 10,000 people that showed up, and it was so cool. It was such a special moment because I just like it was first day of Lollapalooza. I didn't think people were gonna show up that early. And they did, and so it was really, really special moment. That was amazing.
Is that the biggest crowd you've ever played to?
No, actually, the biggest was in was at Rock Werchter in Brussels, or I guess it was in it's in Belgium. It's not. It's just outside of Brussels. But I played also at like a really early time. I think I played at like 2:30, and there were like 15,000 people that showed up in this tent, and they like packed out the whole thing, and it was nuts. It was so cool. And I was like, I didn't know that I had this many fans in Belgium. Like, who knew that was a thing? So that today I think is my biggest show I've ever played. That was pretty special. Yeah.
Very cool. I mean, yeah.
Well, we'll try and get 20,000 fans.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. There we
We're
go.
rallying.
I love it.
You
I
got some
love it.
records to break.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you've got a new song coming out on Friday.
Yes. Don't Look Back. It's one of my favorites. One of my absolute favorites. I'm playing it at all the Strummingbird festivals. It is going to be really fun. It's like one of those songs that I really needed to write for myself to hear. I feel like I tend to linger on old, traumas, old relationships for way too long, and I feel like other people do that as well. And it's just a reminder that it's okay to just leave it back there. You don't need to hold on to it for too long. It's not going to do you any good. So yeah, don't look back. It's gonna be really fun to play. I can't wait.
Amazing. And so you got the single. So do you have like an album in the works as well?
Yes, there's a project coming. I cannot wait. It's going to be coming early next year. It's my first ever project, which is so crazy to think about. But it's basically been 3 years of my life. That's what this album is. And I thought that I had finished it last year, but I realized that I had a lot more to say that still, tied into this story. And I thought that healing was kind of a straight line, and it's really not at all. And so that's basically the whole concept of the album. It takes a lot of time, and some things, you might never get fully over, and they're just going to stick with you for a long time, but that's okay. That's fine. And yeah, the album's called Orchid. So
I like. And I saw somewhere that a lot of your songs you write and record on the same day. Did you do
that
for this album as
Mhm.
well?
Yeah. So I used to actually write and produce everything myself. And that was at the beginning, and then it just got a little bit too intense with all the touring stuff. So now I love to write with. I have some of my favorite writers and producers that I work with. But almost like Don't Look Back, we wrote in like an hour, and it was basically done the day of. So that was a really special one. Most of the songs that I really love come really fast. And there are definitely I feel like there are a lot of artists that work that same way, where like if a song is really good, it just flows right out of you.
It just goes,
It's easy. It's easy. It just makes sense because like you know what you want to say. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you come into the studio like where you're recording with the idea or the chorus or the lyrics or the song name? Like, how does it work?
Yeah, like with certain things, with certain songs, yes, but Don't Look Back was actually one where I came in with nothing. I just came in with a blank slate, and I was like, let's just play something and see what happens. And we started playing the riff, and then all of a sudden the song was born. And um, I feel like there are always like I like to give myself time to live a little bit so that I have things to talk about. Um, and that was something that was really on my mind about like just letting it go. Like you don't need to let it affect everything in your life. Like multiple years after, like there are some things that, you know, you've done the therapy, you've done the work to get over it, and there's no need to even keep it there. Like it can just be thrown away. And so it was something that I really needed to tell myself, and it came at a great time too. So yeah.
I'm sure there are a lot of people who need to hear that.
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing to hear. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, we also do one more segment, Song of the Week.
Song of the week.
So it's like,
Okay.
I don't know, I appreciate that you might not be listening to that much music if you're making it all the time, but we do like a segment where we can like, yeah, it's similar to Cowboy Crush, but it's Song of the Week. So whatever you're loving at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. Let's see. Literally one of my favorite songs right now. Man, I Need Olivia Dean. She's unbelievable. She's unbelievable. Yeah.
So good, isn't it?
That it's amazing. The whole album is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I just love her whole vibe. Like it's what the world needs right now. I think there's more hope is needed. And this whole album just feels like that. Like I love the title track. I think it's called To Be Loved or something like that. Or no, it's the last song, and it's just beautiful. And she's basically just talking about where she's seen love, and she just describes like 5 million different things and places where she's seen it, and places where she's seen it fall apart, places where she's seen it work, places where she's seen it, end because it's just not working. And I just love that song so much. And I love the whole concept of the album. So that's probably the main thing I'm listening to right now. Yeah.
That was very passionate and I love it.
Yeah. She's so good. She's so good.
There we go. Shout out Olivia Dean.
Shout out Olivia Dean. Yeah, exactly.
Holly, who's your song? What's your song?
My song of the week is Pretty Little Liar by Waylon Wyatt. So
nice.
It's a new song that's just come out. And
No. You said the same. I have the same first word of the song, and I was like, surely not.
What's your song?
Mine's Pretty Privileged by Hudson Westbrook.
Oh,
it just
nice. Both of those are really good.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do one last segment, which is we're gonna rapid fire some fun questions.
Okay, let's do it.
What was the first concert you ever went to?
Coldplay.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Coldplay. Yeah.
Okay, LA or Sydney?
Oh, Sydney.
Oh!
LA's gonna hate me for that, but yeah.
No way.
Sydney, yeah.
That's right.
When you touch down in Australia, what's the first food you're eating?
Well, I always go get coffee first because I love you guys' coffee.
Oh, yeah. We do that well.
But, I mean, I just love any kind of breakfast food that you guys make. Like all of my favorite cafes in LA are Australian cafes.
Really?
So, I think you guys do breakfast right in every way. So, yeah.
I would say that's definitely one of our strong points.
100%. I can eat anything. So good.
Okay. What was the last thing you Googled?
Oh God. What did I Google? Oh, I was looking up what the best restaurants in Auckland were. And I found two places and they were so good. I had like some really good food yesterday. So that's what I looked up last. Yeah.
I feel like TikTok's like a really great place to start for like good coffee.
It is. That's where I started. And then I went on Google too.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you have a dream collaboration?
Ooh, I mean Coldplay or like a Louis Capaldi. That'd be so cool. I think that'd be dope.
I can see that happening.
Or
yeah, that'd be awesome.
If we go with like that would be cool too.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. What does the typical day in the life look like for you?
Wake up. I will either like go to the gym or I'll go on a run or something, and then I'll go write for like 8 hours basically.
Really?
And yeah, I mean, basically every day I'm writing. Doesn't matter, you know, what day of the week, but I just love doing it. So, and then, you know, say I'm a little bit burnt out, I'll take a couple days and I'll go do something and exist and try and, you know, get a little bit more life perspective, because I think that's important. If you're writing songs about life, you kind of need to experience it also. So, yeah. And then like maybe go grab a drink with my friends after that. But other than that, yeah, that's probably it.
It's such a good point. Like I feel like we talk to a lot of artists, and a lot of them are just like on the road, go, like non-stop. And like I always ask them, like, when do you have the time to write? So that's like so good that you're able to like prioritize like having some actual time off and just to recharge, I guess. And like, yeah, it definitely would come through in your music and your writing style for sure. It's great.
Do you have a crazy fan or like fun fan story?
Ooh,
craziest thing a fan's ever done for you?
Yeah, I've had a couple stalkers. There was one that was pretty funny. Yeah, this person, unfortunately, I don't know who they were talking to online, but you know how like sometimes there are those fake accounts that like, you know, will speak and stuff, and they're very obviously not me. Like they had 0 followers. They got like, you know, whatever.
Oh my God.
Someone was talking to one of those, and they basically like camped out outside of our bus for like 2 days because like they thought that I was gonna go like sleep with them in a tent. That was literally the verbatim what they said. Wow.
Oh my God.
And we had to have security like be like, I'm not sure where you saw this or where you heard this, but you can't just sleep on the street right here. I don't know what you're doing. It was insane. I've never seen something like that. But it was really weird. It was really weird. And this person also bought like I think 5 or 6 VIP tickets because they thought that they could add up the time and then like use all of use all of the time to themselves or whatever. It was really weird. Yeah. So I was like, yeah. We still gave them more stuff because they paid for so many tickets, but like I was like, I'm not really sure what to do about this. Like,
I'm not spending an hour and a half with you.
Yeah, no, that's not really. It's not really how this works. Yeah, not really how this works. It's not like we can just go to dinner. You can't just like pay for that.
I was like,
so
what's the person expecting to do in the
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. But yeah, we've had some interesting people with this job. It there's definitely some interesting stuff that happens.
You would.
Yeah, but it was fairly lighthearted. It wasn't too bad. So yeah.
Do you have a pre-show ritual?
Yes. I I actually I'm like obsessed with scented candles. I love everything has to smell good. Everything has to smell good. That's like one of my biggest things because green rooms smell really bad. So, on my rider, I have like a bunch of different scented candles that are on there, and normally I'll take about like 15 minutes. Sometimes I'll even light some incense or whatever, and I'll do my like vocal warm ups and stuff. But I love just having like a very clean, like serene space, and then I'll either listen to like the 1975 or I don't know if you guys know the band Inhaler. I love them too. Or Sam Fender too. I love Sam Fender. But I'll listen to like something like that, get myself like a little bit centered, hyped up, and then chug some water and then go out there. Yeah.
Do you have a sense of choice?
There are a couple. There are these There are these two candles that are like my favorite of all time.
Okay.
One is called Burning Rose by Rado, and normally I'll like get this candle and I'll bring it, like depending on where the tour is, I'll bring this because I love this scent. Or for incense, there's this Aesop incense.
Okay.
Forget exactly what the name of the scent is, but it's almost like a cinnamon, like patchouli santal scent. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Are you
So-
sponsored?
I was going to say, surely you're sponsored.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But I need to because I use it all the time. But no, I am obsessed with that stuff. That's like one of my favorite things. So everything has to smell good. It has to.
Yeah, wow. That's
Yeah.
I'm also very particular about my scents.
Yeah.
The candles. It's
Yeah.
important. It sets the vibe, you know.
No, it is. It sets the mood, and I'm like, I would like to be in a good mood before I go on stage. You know, that's fun. So yeah.
If you had to be on a reality TV show, which would it be?
Ooh. Damn. Oh, do you guys know that show Survivor?
Yeah.
Yeah, that I back in like its heyday, like back when it was like really sick, that's when I would have wanted to be on it. When when it was like really like hardcore and they were like doing some crazy stuff. That's probably the show. I don't think I would do very well on Love Island or any of those. I don't think that would be very fun for me. Yeah, or like the Bachelorette or the Bachelor, I would not do well. I'd get sick of the game and I'd just leave.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I have that in me. I don't think I have that in me.
Very fair.
Fair enough. I think it takes
Yeah.
a particular kind of person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely does. It definitely does.
Well, Matt, thank you so much for coming on Ladies Love Country. We
Thank you for having me.
cannot wait for you to come over to Australia and start your tour. And yeah, it was really great chatting with you.
And we'll see you at
Great talking to you guys too. Yeah, thank you. I'll see you guys soon.
See ya. Bye.
All right.
That's a wrap on this week's episode of Ladies Love Country.
If you laughed, learned something, or just love a bit of chaos, give us a follow, leave us a review.
You'll find us on Instagram and TikTok at Ladies Love Country for extra gossip and behind the scenes cowboy grade nonsense.
Until next time, keep your boots on.
And your playlist loud.
Yeah. Does it sound good?